There's mucus in my body. Oh, 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 what? Okay. Guys, please come back. Like, please come back. Guys, like, please come back to me. Guys. Like, chat, am I muted? Um, anyways, we're back. I don't know if I have chat. Nobody has typed yet. I started the stream 47 seconds ago. So, we'll see if I get my chatting back. Anyways, what I was trying to say. Aster, thank you for texting me. What the freaking sus is that about? The one way. Okay. Yes, no. Guys, vote yes, no. Yes or no. There you go. Okay, you guys are gonna have to live without chat because I still have to talk. And I have to work on my fucking fursuit. Anyways, so yeah, so that's something I've been thinking about a lot. Is my chungus father because like I think that like my personality was always like I don't know if I believe in like destiny per se. Okay, I don't think it let me do a poll because I think you asked her for texting me underwater. Okay, perfect. So I don't know what I believe. I don't think I know if I really believe in like destiny like in the way that some people believe in it, but like for me when I was a little kid I was I was so like talkative and outgoing, and I was always perceived as mature because of that. Like I was able to like hold conversations with adults and stuff because my parents. So lore, let's go into lore. My parents were living in a place in I don't know, should I say the place? Probably not. If I don't think I should, I won't. My parents were living in a place in Southern California, bartending. Me, born. Me, born. And they would bartend, and then so they were both met bartending, I guess. I don't know. So they met bartending, right? My dad continued to be a bartender. My mom started doing corporate stuff. And so then, like, basically what I'm trying to fucking say is that, like, I was getting babysat all the time by, like, random people. And so I think that's part of, like, maybe that's part of it. Like, I've always been a talkative person because I was always, like, around so many different people. And my dad is especially a very talkative person and is, like, very, like, people always say he would be a really good salesman. Like, you feel me? Um, so that being talkative plus mental illness means that I talk to myself a lot. And I haven't been sleeping good because I've been talking to myself. Like, not like actually talking to myself, but like I go to bed, heart starts beating really fast, and then I get really, really in-depth like scenarios in my head of just like talking to people about my life. And my friends, sorry, some of my friends, like, they have really interesting like lives about like commentary about stuff, but like nothing crazy happens in their lives. Like they're not having seizures and shit. Oh my god. Dude, I've been listening. Okay, this is what it is. I've been listening to way too many podcasts, and now I think I can be a podcaster because I had a dream about starting a podcast. So I'm going to start a podcast. It's going to happen. I'm going to have a podcast. The 5 people here You guys know it first. Okay, I'm gonna turn the water off. Let's turn something else on. Flower crown. Thank you. Like thanks, guys. Like, um, but yeah, so that's why I have such a desire to talk to myself. But I watch a bunch of podcasts. I'm mentally ill. My dad left me. I'm super talkative. So then I go to bed. Heart starts beating really fast. My brain in my dreams is like, you should be a podcaster and a stand-up comedian. And yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay. So, so anyways, Aster, if you're still here, I used oil pastels on my fursuit eyes, and we were on call, and I did that, and he was like, "That's probably not gonna work," and it worked because I just sprayed it with a shit ton of resin spray and sealer, and it worked. Hello? It's just like God bless America, you know. I'm so sorry, guys. If you hear me say that, I'm joking. I'm joking. Please, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. It's not even funny. You stop. Um, but yeah, so I've been dreaming a lot, and Aster's texting me in response. So thanks, bro. I go. Anyways, oh, anyways, so he needs teeth too. I took out the old teeth because they low-key sucked. But maybe I'll just go to the convention store today, and I'll just be like, yo, yo, yo. Do you have any teeth? And I also want whiskers. Whiskers. There's also there's a pin that's stuck in here facing outwards, and I can't get it out because I sewed the lining in. Oh, it's right there. Wait, and her. I don't really know what to do about that. But anyways, yeah, so I don't know. I think I have like a lot of anxiety, and I get like something about me. Let's keep talking about me, huh? Is that oh wait, I pulled it out. I think the ball is still stuck in there, but that's completely fine with me as long as I'm not gonna hurt my. I don't do that. I don't do that shit. But anyways, um, something about me once again is that I get really caught up in the moment, and I'm not. I'm like finally like recognizing it in myself, which I'm like proud of myself for doing. Happy 2026. I'm gonna work on it. But that's like a reason why I've like distanced myself from a lot of people is because I didn't. And this is not every person I've distanced myself from, but it's like some people is because I didn't like the person I became when I was around them, which I think is a pretty common experience. And I had one of those experiences over winter break, and it low key sucked. I was like, who the fuck am I? Why am I saying these things that I don't believe? Why am I acting this way? But it's so hard because you're like, this is so fun. And I'm getting attention right now. That's what it all boils down to. That's what it all boils down to, guys. Oh my god. So this is why in 2026 I wanted to start journaling because I was like, I should start journaling because I need that validation. I need somewhere to put my thoughts. And so I got a journal, but I was like, that's what my community posts are. Most of them are me journal. It's a public journal that I get validation for because you guys you click your little finger on the like button. And that makes me feel really good. And every time I'm like, wow, wow, guys, like, people are really paying attention to me. And I'm like, ladies, ladies. That's how I feel every time I get a like on my community post. I'm like, ladies. So, anyways, I am mentally ill. It's okay. That's okay, though. It's okay to be mentally ill. I've decided. I decided for all of us that, like, we're allowed. That's something you're allowed to do. And it sucks, but okay, let me think of how I'm going to say this. Being mentally ill sucks, but it's nice to have an automatic purpose. Okay? Listen. You out of the gate get something to work on. People who are like not ill in any way, they have to like figure out what they're going to do with their lives. And we do too. Mentally ill people also need to do things with their lives, and they need to figure things out, obviously. But and I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not okay, actually the way that I'm saying this low key sounds what's the word? Eugenicist. I'm not saying that. Being mentally ill is bad. That also sounds bad. Being mentally ill is not a good thing. It is an illness. Okay. There. I just don't want to hate myself or feel like depressed. I don't want to feel depressed all the time because I've already been given bad cards. You feel me? I don't want to feel depressed all the time because I've been given bad cards. And so what I tell myself is that I automatically have something to work on or work towards that other people do not. There we go. There we go. I'm not trying to be ableist or a eugenicist. Okay. I don't know why I started talking about that. I don't want this filter anymore. Doubt. Oh my god. Read what the dude, YouTube actually fucking sucks. Has anyone ever said that before? Has anyone ever said that before or just me? Because they I'm looking at YouTube right now. I'm looking at the CEO of YouTube right now. Dead in the eyes. And they have so much money. They have so much money. I don't understand what it would have taken to make a better platform. Like, I understand that YouTube, the short form content, they are marketing it towards a younger audience. And so therefore, the way that it's been structured is for that, and that's fine. Like, if you want kids to get addicted early so that you can continue to like steal their information and like grow like a long term consumer or whatever the fuck it's called, that's fine. I don't care about that. But to me, at least, I'm like, could you have at least made it work better? Like, live streaming constantly getting chat disabled, for example. I don't know where I came up with that example. Man, I don't know where I came up with that example, but that's one thing that would really be nice if that didn't happen. But also, like, moderation sucks. The like we can't put pictures in comments. It's constantly glitching. Like, I think that like This is what YouTube should have done. Okay, listen, listen, listen. YouTube should have made, maybe they should do this. They should have made their own TikTok. And that would have been way better, no? They should have made a separate app. Why would you, like, maybe I'm tweaking because, like, they wanted, like, the ability for, they wanted the ability for current YouTube content creators to have, like their current audience still there. But, like, when you're looking at, like, all the stuff that was going on in the government in America about banning TikTok, right? All that stuff that was happening, and then they were like, you need to make an American version of this app that you don't use the same type of control over. Why the fuck would you not just do it yourself and take the money? No? Like, am I wrong? Hello? Um, because then you, like, you can have the information too. Because that's what they also want. They want the information. They want the stuff. So to me, I'm just like, why wouldn't you do that? And maybe they could have done it where, like, it integrated better. Like, if they had made, like how I'm imagining it is that it was like YouTube, or like YouTube app, or YouTube.com, YouTube Shorts.com. You feel me? Like, I think we could have done that. But instead, we don't do that. And they also can make better filters too. It just makes me upset. And this is something that, like, a lot of, like, communists online have been talking about, and that I, like, really agree with, is that, like, they've been saying how, like, um, rich people have always been fucking disgusting, but at least they used to, like, do things to pretend to be good people. Like, rich people would, like, who are those guys? Like, I don't know. I don't want to name names in case I, like, don't know the full history of it. But, like, they used to, like, build stuff. Like, there were rich people who used to build, like, railroads, and they would, like, sponsor events and stuff. And now rich people just, like, are just, like, oh, pedophiles. Sorry, I coughed. And they don't build anything, and they don't do anything cool. And it's like, can you at least pretend to be a good person? For the rest of us, like, I don't know. So that's something I've been thinking about. This is why I can't sleep at night. Do you guys understand? Am I, like, displaying it correctly? Am I explaining and displaying it correctly? I have to pee so bad. I really don't want to, but I hope that I'm explaining my illness properly. That, like, I just want someone to talk to me really, really, really bad. And I don't want to feel guilty about it. Okay, I have to drink more water because I can feel myself getting dizzy. I really want nachos right now. But the place that I want to get nachos from, I have to work on my fursuit. And I need to go to Costco to get gas. But, like, guys, like, I'm worried that it looks bad, but I think that I'm just, like, ill. Okay. I think we established that. I'm gonna stop. I need to stop. But I also kind of like talking about it more online. And that's the other thing, is that, like, I don't filter myself that much online. The only things that I really filter myself on are privacy, because, like, about where I live and things like that, because, like, what? I posted something about this, right? So, I'm going to talk about this because I don't really care. There was a video of that went by. Okay. Actually, I'm going to watch my words. There was a video of people from my school made that went viral on their TikTok. They've also made they've made TikToks of them in my school gym. I also like have known people who post TikToks and they film with the school in the background or with pictures of the school in the background. And I'm like, are you a fucking idiot? Like maybe I'm crazy because I was like talking to one of my friends about this and oh, it was because the original TikTok that went viral was at a place near our school, but it wasn't at the school. And she was like, that shouldn't matter that bad. That's not that bad because it's like, it's not like you're showing where you live or where you go to school. It's just like near where you live. And I was like, that's true, I guess. But to me, like, I wouldn't even want people to know that, like, as a minor. And I think being paranoid is a good thing. I think being paranoid about, like, God, hold on. I think being paranoid about, like, your personal information is a good thing, especially if you're a minor, because the other option is getting doxxed. And I say this as a person who's been doxxed before. And, like, I don't want to, like, talk about that, so let's not. But yeah, now I'm just getting interrogated. What the hell? I'm sorry, I'm always playing with the lighting. Wait, wait. Maybe at this. Okay, maybe at this angle, the big light won't be as bad. But I just feel like I've posted videos of me at work and stuff, and I was low key had so much anxiety about that because I was like, oh my god, like I really, really, really do not want people to know where I work. And it's not like I don't think people give enough of a fuck about me to like actually pull up. That's not really my concern. It's just more that that information would be out there and that people could use it against me. I don't know. I don't know what I really expect to happen if people ever found that out. Like I don't have any like even if people found out like let's say like someone was like I have your camera roll or something. I wouldn't be that concerned about that. Like I would be a lot more concerned about like people knowing where I am. The worst stuff that okay, actually let's talk about it. The worst stuff that I have in my camera roll is that it's like screenshots. I just have like receipts. Okay, receipts. Um I need this ear to not be so like forward. But I think what I'm gonna do. I wish that okay, this is the only I really wish I had chat on. I wish that someone could give me advice on this, but I'm gonna slip under his hair and put hello, I know that I didn't glue this down super well. Okay, there we go. And I'm gonna sew in. Look, I'm being productive, guys. A little bit of elastic and pull it back because I still want it to bounce and I don't know how to do this with such like short timing. And I also really don't want to work on the other ear. I'm having like mental block about it. So I'm gonna do other things to be productive, which is what I've been doing the past like 6 hours. Not six, I haven't been awake that long. 4 hours. Okay. Needle. I feel like I look crazy. Which I think is how I've framed myself. I'm normally kind of normal in a way. But yeah, so like, what was I talking about? Internet safety. I try to be careful. I try to be really careful. I wouldn't say really careful actually. No, I think that if you like pay attention to me, like if I have any people who are like actually paying attention, you can figure out exactly where I live though. Um because or at least like general area. Because the only thing I've ever like the most specific thing I've ever posted is the state that I live in. But I should just stop. I should just stop talking. I've been singing a lot lately, so triggers anyone. I'm really sorry. I've been saying that a lot. Triggered. Maybe that's not funny. I don't want to like. There's one part of me that thinks that that's really funny, but there's also another part of me that's like genuinely people think that that's real, and that's fucked up. And so I don't want to I don't want to like use language that's been like weaponized against minorities and shit like that. That's something else. 2026, getting more woke. I'm getting more woke. That's another word that gets weaponized against other people, like against minorities, is woke. And I keep making jokes about woke bullshit. I feel bad. But I just think it's really funny. I need to stop unless I'm like in a very specific crowd. I feel like saying woke as a joke is like woke as a joke is like kind of like follow me with this one. Wait, did I cook here? Who cooked here? Okay, wait. Before? I didn't do fucking anything. Never mind. Um, almost like saying a slur is a joke. Can I be real? Is that real? Am I being crazy for that? It's okay. I actually suck at. Oh my god. Now I'm getting ill and I'm gonna be in fursuit, guys. Help me. Help me. I might as well just secure this elastic. I'm so sorry that you guys can't see. My 3 viewers, you guys are just absolutely suffering. I don't know why you guys are here. Thank you. Thanks, chat. Um, but oh, I cut that really short. But yeah, so like whatever I was saying. Um, I feel like this year is the year of woke. Oh, okay. Well, fuck my life, I guess. Um, and okay, I had to think for a second, but I think I got it. But I think that like I saw a video about this and it was just like this girl that I really like watching her videos, like talking about how like all the things that like she supports and whatever. And I was like, yeah, like I'm gonna be louder about supporting Palestine. I'm gonna be louder about queer and trans rights and people of color, like ACAB, like all those things. Like, and I don't want to like. Is that called virtue signaling? I still don't really know what that means, but I think that people think that I'm doing that. But it's genuine, I swear. How do you like do this? Oh wait. Wait, I figured it out. God, sewing is literally just puzzles if you think about it. Okay, I'm wearing my favorite jeans, and if I get hot glue on them, I'm gonna rage quit stream. But yeah, and so to me at least, like, hold on. Okay, I have to hold this down for like 5 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Um, sorry. not entertaining. My ears are ringing. And there's mucus in my throat. I'm gonna fursuit. Um, but yeah, so like I don't know. I just feel like I'm gonna be more woke and like I don't know. My stepdad keeps talking about how like the world's gonna fall apart and like I don't want to think that hard about it. Like I think that oh, here we go. My next topic, my next part of my stand-up set of my social commentary is that I feel like gay people in the Pacific Northwest need to step up. That's my next set, okay? Because like I'm not saying I'm not saying all men. I'm not saying all gay people, okay? Don't get me wrong. But white gays who have white rich gay people, which don't get me wrong, that's kind of me. So like I'm not like I'm taking some accountability here. Okay? I'm at least attempting to take some accountability here. Because of the amount of privilege that comes with that they haven't been forced to like they haven't had to advocate for themselves. They don't have as much like okay, there's a weird noise, but they haven't had to advocate for themselves nearly as much or like in a social setting or like they're not as involved in like queer rights movements in the rights movement because they've had like it's so easy. And I'm not saying that like they've never faced anything, not at all. When I talk, I have friends in my dad lives in the South, right? And I had friends who were there and they were like doing crazy shit to support queer people and their rights. And like, of course, they were also doing like other stuff too. Like, I knew someone who like was like 16 who was like, yeah, like I have a bunch of tattoos and I smoke weed and like all this stuff. And like, but I think if you're like literally out on the streets protecting other queer people, like they were like literally like helping run a safe space for like trans kids in this state in the South to like keep them safe. And like they were like doing so much as teenagers to support queer rights. And I want to be more like that because at least to me, whatever we're doing up in the Pacific Northwest, I'm like, what are we doing, guys? Like, of course we have like gay club, but and maybe there's less of a need for it because we already have a lot of the safe space, but like I think that the intersectionality between racism and homophobia is really bad. It's really, really, really bad. Like, especially East Pacific Northwest, like Washington and Oregon on the east side, a lot of that area is super racist. And so there's also a lot of like religious religiously intertwined homophobia and transphobia. And so I think it's really important to like recognize that. And they're not it's not like I don't want to like shame people because if you don't care about politics as a teenager, I don't think that's that crazy. Like you can't even vote. But I also think that not caring about the world around you at all is a self-centered way of living. And so learning how I'm fixing my shirt. Please let me do that. So, like, living in a place where you already have this, like, set up privilege, like, I don't know. Hold on. Oh my god, I can't breathe. There's, like, mucus coming out of my body. I'm a slug. I'm a slug. But anyways, that's something I've been thinking about a lot because, like, I'm like, I need to be using my, like, white privilege for shit. Like, people see the discussion of, like, um, privilege as so triggering. Let me use that again, triggering. Like, they're like, "Don't tell me that I have privilege because of blah, blah, blah." And it's like, you do, and you can be using it in this movement. Like, if I was a person of color, it would make my experience as a queer person a lot more difficult, especially if I lived with my dad in the South. And so, all of that being said, I think we should talk about that more. Like, I know that a lot of people in social justice movements are talking about it. I mean more as, like, teenagers who are queer need to be locked into the concept of intersectionality because it's so important. It's so important to everything. Like, that is genuinely how and why these types of, like, things happen with discrimination. Um, so yeah. So yeah. So that's what I was thinking about a lot. Okay, let me try this on. My hair looked really good, and now I'm taking it down, and I think that's gonna stay. Hold the fuck on. Ow, ow, industrial. I can't really see it. I don't think that fixed it. I want it to be higher up. I low-key might just need to move on for now and work on something else because what the helly? What the helly? But the breathability in this suit is so good. Like, look at that. Um, like my nose, like my chin is right here. I hope you can't see it. I'm gonna wear a balaclava. But yeah. Oh my god. So, anyways, I've been thinking a lot about intersectionality and the way that we need to talk about it as teenagers because, like people will be like people at school will be like, guys, like trans people are not bad, and then everyone's like, yeah, you're so right. And I'm really grateful to be at a school that can say that and that can be like I'm gonna use your pronouns, but like I think it goes deeper than that. Like I think, and I don't, and I have a fear that people think I'm being performative about it, and I don't even fucking care. I think that also if people are being performative about it, that's better than not doing it, like not caring about social advocacy. But genuinely, like, um, I think I don't even know what I think anymore. I need to. I really wanted to not have to get the rest of my fur out to cut more pieces. My nose. My nose. But this is my fur scraps bag. If anyone wants it, hit me up. I can give you fur scraps, probably. But yeah, so I have to get this out. Oh wait. Oh wait. Oh wait. But yeah. But yeah. So anyways, 2026 is the year of the woke. I decided once again I have to be so bad. And I want to listen to music. So I might have to end stream, but I don't want to be talking to myself. I've been streaming for over an hour. And I have to pee so bad. See guys, look. This is what I did for the other ear, okay? I made a pattern and then completely ignored the pattern. That's what I did for this ear. I wrapped fur around it and then I cut the fur. But I actually did a little bit too much, which I know can be a little bit wasteful, but like what if I don't I also pay I don't know. I'm gonna just stop talking. I'm just gonna stop talking about that. Ugh. I'm so sorry if I'm like sniffling into the mic. I hope that you know what? I had a that I've been watching this content creator who has OCD and she's talking about her experiences with OCD and I was like, fuck, what if I have OCD? And then I was like, I don't have OCD. And then she was like, one of the one of the traits of OCD is that you try to convince yourself that you don't have OCD. And I was like, fuck, I have OCD. But I don't think I do. I think that I have anxiety and intrusive thoughts. But that doesn't mean you have OCD. That just means you have other stuff going. That doesn't sorry. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have OCD. You feel me, chat? Wow, I am just fucking balling. I don't even care anymore. But yeah, so like anyways, um oh, that was way better. But now I have to sew the spot, which is the part that I was like not looking forward to at all. But here's what I'm oh, that was funny. Here's here's what I'm gonna do. You, my son, are gonna go on here. There we go. I should probably fix this ear so it's not like that one first before I do anything. Oh, I think it's because I'm inhaling all of the plastic fibers. So I should be wearing a mask. um, hold on. Let me blow my nose. Trigger warning. Misophonia warning. Is that something that you should give misophonia? I think you should. Okay, wait, I did it. Okay. I'm glad you guys didn't see that. Okay. So, I feel like what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the fur in the correct direction up here. And I'm just going to my Sharpie fur. I'm going to wrap it until it hits. Oh, I thought I felt a pin, but I did not. Let's go. I'm going to wrap it, mark it, and then I'm going to see, this is why I don't want to become a professional fursuit maker because I know that like I could never do it to make it like actually like okay, that's fine. I could never do it like in a professional way, if that makes sense. Like when you have to send progress photos and stuff to your clients, I would just be like, trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. And the client would be like, no. And then I would be screwed. Um, I don't really like doing this, to be honest. I wish that I did. Like, I actually really, really, really wish that I did. Oh, wait. Fuck. Because it would be good for me to, like, let's see, where do you go to? Right here? Because it would be good to, like, I don't know. Because I want to have talent. I think that's what it is. It's because I want to have talent. And I'm not good at this shit. Like, I am to some degree. Like, I have, like, basic skills. Um, it's more that I don't have the patience to do anything correctly. And then I get upset when something ends up going wrong. And then I need brown. Do I have a small piece of brown fur? This fur is kind of raggedy. How thick did I make this piece? Loki, I could do it. That's my looking for scissors, Pat. Um, but yeah, so that's why I'm not gonna do fursuit making professionally or like for anyone else except me. Because like I don't even know if I really like I've been feeling distant from furry stuff lately. And I think after this convention I'll be more into it again. Dude, wait, actually where the hell are my scissors? Oh my god. Okay, guys. I think I'm gonna have to end stream. Thank you, viewers. I have to pee so bad and I have to find my scissors. Peace out. Thank you. Bye.